Yeah, that is one of the problems I am confronted with since some years now. It all began, you might remember, when I said to President Sarkozy, enough is enough, when he deported in whole groups this ethnic population. Now to come back to legal question. Why could I say at that moment enough is enough to the French president? Simply because France had not implemented the European Directive on Free Movement of 2004 into French law. What does this directive say? That directive says that each individual, whatever its nationality in Europe, each European individual has the right to free movement for minimum 3 months. After 3 months, you have to demonstrate that you have an income, or you are looking for a job, or you are not heavy on the society. And then, if you want to take somebody out of your member state, it is still possible if this person has misbehaved. But then there has to be a decision on an individual behavior by a court. And that had not been put in the French law. Meanwhile, France has changed its law, and now the law is all right. But is it enough to have a law which is all right? That doesn't change the situation. We are speaking here about roughly 10 million citizens. They are European citizens. Huh? They are coming from all over the place, mainly from Romania and Bulgaria, but not only. Not only. And they are the part of the population which lives under the sheerest poverty. And that is the reason why I put on the table a European framework for national Roma strategy, so that each member state needs to build a national Roma strategy in order to show what are they doing to send the kids to school. Because if you do not send the kids to primary school, well, your generation will have the same problem with those kids. They will not have learned anything. So that is the basis. The housing, the health question, mostly for young women who get pregnant very often, and already at your age they have 5 kids. You see many problems which have to be taken in hand. The regional funds are possible to be invested for this. And we saw that on the 27 member states, only 10 were utilizing regional funds in order to invest for making the life of these Roma people and integrate them more into our society better. That means the regional funds are not used for the purpose they are there. And it's not that they go then somewhere else. The money is simply not used because there is no political will to do that. Now I tell you frankly, nobody wins an election at the national level by caring for the Roma population. You win an election if you say, I throw them out. Then you win an election, because that's populism. But to work in order to make an effort to integrate those people is not rewarding from a political point of view. That is why you need the European pushing behind. And that is why I do not stop pushing the member states. Now we are going to have, I think next month, all the Roma contact points. Every member state needs a Roma contact point who is coordinating all the national policies. They will come together with the Roma associations to Brussels so that we analyze what's going on, and then I will make a new report on what is going on. And nobody likes that when I make these kinds of reports, but with a recommendation on very clear actions to take by member states in order not to get rid of that problem. It's too big, but at least to alleviate. And my real worry is the children and schooling. Because if we don't get this right, then the next generation will be even in a bigger trouble than we are today. So those are the very difficult problems, you see. Not easy to solve and not very popular if you handle them. Oui, je n'ai pas dit une politique européenne, j'ai dit EU Framework for National Roma Integrating Strategies. C'est-à-dire, on peut faire une politique cadre, mais l'action concrète doit être faite dans les États membres. Et nous savons tous d'où le problème vient. Le problème vient d'une extrême pauvreté. Et vous ne tiendrez pas ces gens dans les pays où ils sont dans une extrême pauvreté. Ils vont choisir d'aller n'importe où et de ne pas rester là. C'est très clair. Nous avons eu l'expérience ici à Luxembourg, pour sortir un peu de l'Union européenne, quand les populations serbes n'avaient plus besoin d'un visa pour entrer au Luxembourg. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Les Roms serbes sont venus en masse à Luxembourg. Pourquoi? Mais même à Luxembourg, dans la rue, c'est mieux qu'en Serbie, dans leur pays. Et c'est la même chose pour pas mal de pays européens où malheureusement le niveau de vie est très bas, mais le niveau de vie de ces populations est en dessous de tout. Et c'est une question de pauvreté. Si nous n'arrivons pas à la faire, chacun son élément pour soi, alors la prochaine génération aura des problèmes encore plus graves, parce que ce sont des populations qui ont beaucoup d'enfants. Alors au contraire de nos populations sédentaires, qui sont des populations vieillissantes, les populations roms sont des populations jeunes. Plus de la moitié des Roms ont moins de 20 ans. Donc vous voyez vers quoi votre génération aussi va si nous ne mettons pas en place un minimum de politique au niveau national pour prendre ça en main. Et j'espère bien que les États membres à l'avenir vont utiliser les fonds européens qui sont mis à leur disposition, par exemple pour créer des logements.